Yeah, I'm Mr. McTown the Wind here with Baron Yam, and we're gonna have a little Manosphere discussion.
Hello.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Let's just try to go through this slowly and shortly. You know. So um. Yeah. I guess one thing it would be interesting to do is just go over why we feel like we need to make these kinds of videos, and yeah, I guess it wouldn't necessarily be to Uh, for me, it's more just to just troll people because I think that the manosphere really has gotten toxic and it's like not really it's not really self-aware in the way that like media itself is like self-aware. So it kind of just doesn't really do the job. Like we think that we're trying to reprogram people to do the right thing, but I don't think it's working. I think that people are just going along with what they think is um, hip to do, and it's kind of like they try to steal like the meaning from a lot of the stuff that happens in the manosphere, and then kind of act like it's theirs or act like it makes them smarter just to know these things and.
all right. I what I want to say.
Still like you still hear a lot of like negativity from people about their own positions and their own position in life. So you don't hear them improving on things, but you hear a lot about all the stuff that's going on in the world. So it's kind of just like I don't know, it's just not a good look. It's not good. It's not a good outward message to people.
And what gets me is it's become the very same thing, the exact same thing that they that they rant about. It's become the exact same thing. Like we talk. I mean, we literally talk about how colleges brainwash their students into believing a set guideline,
Yeah.
but we're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I would just say like how is anything how is anything that um you do in terms of content, how is it not programming, and how is it not using somebody, especially if it's a man, how is it not using them to spread a message or receive a message,
And yeah,
so
with stuff like that, yeah, with stuff like that, you might as well get married if you want that.
yeah, I was going to mention that too. Yeah, married life is like to me is like more peaceful uh than some of this drama that we have going on in the manosphere,
Yeah,
which
which
like
is
for
sad.
me, yeah, for me it's like it would be better to honestly be married than to go through the kind of things that you have to do in order to please people in the manosphere. It's like kind of like you have no life again. And I notice a lot of people have even left, like red pill people have left. Some of the initial drama sphere people have even left. So it's just like these people from the drama, troll, and conspiracy communities that have kind of like they've even been kicked out of their communities and stuff like that and their political action groups, and now they've just come to the manosphere, and like the MGTOW is like the last remaining vestige of the manosphere, and so it's just accepting anybody. And when
I'm
it
sorry.
really shouldn't. They should have a lot higher standards because of all the years and years of information. Like when I think of the content creators now, or that existed, like Barbarossa, Spetsnaz, um, I don't see any of that reflected in the content creators of today. I mean, if anybody, you could say like Traversable, but even they've got, I mean, everybody has kind of no one is their own content creator anymore. It's just it's a series of co-collaborators who all I guess are associated with one another. So anytime one person says something bad, it reflects bad on everybody, and yet people still want to claim that it's not a group.
Right.
Um,
Like I said,
yeah,
it's like my dad said.
co-conspirators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My dad, my mom and dad always said this: who you hang around is a direct reflection of who you hang around and the group you're attached to. Group. Note that I said group now because we've now become a group. We have ceased to become a philosophy. Back on the topic, is basically how we were reflected as. You know, and it's like I am
yeah,
half past sick and tired. I mean, like literally, I am half past sick and tired. Like, say, why do you go after the? I mean, we talk about um freaking not mentoring, but grooming, right? We talk about grooming, right?
yeah.
About
No, for
grooming.
sure.
What the hell? What the hell do you think it is? You go
But
after
yeah, I mean,
you go after a young person, but you don't go
mhm,
after the main person that started the problem. Look,
yeah.
there's a lot of grievances. There's a lot of
Well,
grievances because
punishing the It's like punishing a victim or shaming the victim of whatever program that you're against. And it's still it's propaganda. Yeah, it's still. I mean, it's bad propaganda because it's like good propaganda is actually self-aware. And
right.
from what I see, it's like a lot of the stuff isn't pointing to a actual actionable thing. It's pointing to kind of like these theories, these personal theories, which is like, um, yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, if it
I'm
make,
not.
I think it would motivate oneself to be, I guess, focused on a more positive message instead of one that was kind of fear mongering and. Um, I wouldn't say a lot of people are afraid of the things that have been talked about lately, which is like to me shows that that person doesn't isn't able to regulate their body chemistry as
Or
easily,
their mind. The
or their
thing is,
mind chemistry, right?
I'm not
Their
saying
mental.
what I am saying. I'm not saying to completely ditch the conspiracy theories. You know, I'm not saying that you need to do away with it. What I'm saying is like if it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. For the most part, it doesn't help anybody. I mean, okay, put awareness out. Okay, put awareness out, but it doesn't help anybody. Hey, Mega Man. But it's like it doesn't. I mean, the conspiracy theories. It doesn't help anybody. As a man, you are supposed to be able to improve. When you improve your life, you improve your readiness. I mean, last night I was working. I was on patrol. Like basically what it is you improve your readiness for whatever it comes. You think there were people before they even knew about the Dust Bowl. They were already ready. They were already prepared for it. They didn't even know a Dust Bowl was about to happen. They didn't freak out. Polio, the polio pandemic. People didn't freak out. The smallpox pandemic. People didn't freak out as we are today. They weren't. I mean, yes, they were ready for it. But look at this right there.
Yeah, I
Nobody's
think
ready
it's like
for anything.
there's a force of nature that people are afraid of, and the fact that they want to arbitrate the direction that they think anyone who they believe has control over their body, which a lot of people don't,
Right.
can go is kind of putting people in a position uh, to get more comfortable and to double down on what they believe in,
Right.
and then you have you're gonna get caught out in a blizzard. You know,
It's inevitable. You're gonna get cut out
it
in a
is.
blizzard. It is inevitable. You're gonna get caught in a rainstorm. It's inevitable. You're at least going to see a bear either in the zoo or in the wild once in your life. It's inevitable. The thing is how you handle it. You know how you handle it. as a man. Look at what's going on right now. We're up here with our heads chopped, looking like chickens with heads chopped off, running around saying, "Oh, Roni this, Roni that, contrails, come on. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
mean,
the
it's not.
resources? Do you have the
I,
position?"
I was I was trying to make a point too in a video how it's like it's not countercultural. It's not like it's not beat or it's not it doesn't make you like a it doesn't make you very I guess like progressive to have like a savior complex on any political or religious or any sort of doctrine based way of thinking. Like the best thinking pattern to be a revolutionary is to be open, free thinking, open minded, and being able to know your body and know when it's not, when it's like focusing on these things is actually putting you in a more
Detrimental.
fearful, weaker, yeah, weaker position and stuff. And then I hear the reason why I come out and have the position I do is because I hear a lot of negative self talk within the manosphere. And I hear a lot of positivity from people who have left the manosphere. And a lot of people will like to say, "Oh, that those people are asleep. Those people don't know the real truth, and it's tiring, it's exhausting trying to talk to them because they won't listen." And I think it's mistaking an audience for a wall, or it's
Right.
mistaking because it's completely, like I said, it's completely self-aware. So you could be talking to somebody who's going to pick up the information. You could also be talking to somebody who is just recording the information to use it at a later date and edit it to make you sound silly, which I think is a result of us kind of getting away from what the original goal of was of kind of the manosphere being developed. There's a lot of people that I know who are in it. Some of them are like streaming right now or on contributing to panels where they started off gaming and talking to people, and it kind of just turned. It was kind of just another place where they could continue meaningful, constructive conversations with like-minded individuals. And
Right.
now it seems like those people are being torn apart or are not allowed to associate, kind of in the way that you see like satire and irony being stomped out and deleted and censored along with the rest of the conspiratory information, because really they want contention amongst people. They don't want you to label a paradoxical or label a situation that doesn't really have an answer with a shroud of irony, because it is, it's not something we're going to figure out in one 6 hour or 12-hour conversation. It's going to be like a day-to-day thing that we all enact individually in our own lives. And and meanwhile, they do want people who are interested in recording and abusing one another's content to associate with one another, because that plays along with their narrative. Like I said, their propaganda is self-aware and highly effective. Our
Right.
the propaganda, the kind of the countercultural thing that I think people feel like they're doing is really just it's more of a theater. It's more of a dog and pony show or a show of force, but it's a lot of it times it's empty. Like I noticed that there's like Maga Man, he posted a video, or not Hammerhand, he posted a video recently, and it kind he kind of to me he like sometimes when he comes out with something, you're like, oh, okay, it feels like there's weight behind that, you know.
Mm.
And he's one that uses conspiracies like sparingly, and he really just goes with the his personal experiences. And he's also been in the community and Discord and stuff talking to people, so he does draw off of his own personal experiences, hearing things that men talk about. But other than that, he just tries to live his life as best as possible, I don't think he goes around starting unnecessary conflicts, but he does kind of hold a mirror up to society every once in a while,
Right.
which is good.
The thing
um
is, right.
yeah.
But the
But I think
thing is,
he holds it. He probably holds it up to himself 4 or 5 times before he holds it up to society, because that should be the priority, I would think.
right, is self improvement. You like you can't criticize somebody else's house when your house is all shit, when your house is all dicked up. You know what I mean? You can't criticize somebody else's house when your house is dicked up. Hey, Mega Man. Hey, MGTOW Life. Hey, Eddie MGTOW. But you can't criticize when your house is dicked up. You can't criticize the look of somebody else's house. And the thing, this is
Hmm.
what I'm getting. This is what I've been trying to. What I'm getting at is like I'm just like I said. You can't do because I mean you can't. Oh well, this next thing I'm gonna say is interchangeable. A wise man and a smart man learn from from mistakes, right? Wise man, smart man learns from his own mistakes. Wise man, smart man learns from somebody else's mistakes. It's really simple. You can
Hmm.
screw you can screw it up and flip flop it either which way. You get the message across. But the thing is like who's experienced? Like, and the other thing is like when you're going after, it, let's see, we'll go back to this one. It is like you can't it just doesn't work out that way.
Hmm.
You got somebody like me who I mean I'm not afraid to say what it is. I'm definitely not afraid. I've already proven that. I will
Well,
literally.
I noticed when you have these people who talk about conspiracy theories and they and you know, this in no way is associated with the people that are being accused by GQ magazine of being radicals or anything. It's really because you immediately have to consider the people that aren't that that are actually level headed. They're interested in understanding why the human conditions in a bad shape. But then those people are almost always drowned out by
Right.
like by everyone else. So it's just if everyone actually had um, a decent self self worth or self esteem, then maybe you wouldn't see certain people feeling the need to overcompensate and yell over everyone else, and actually just stay in their own lane and make their own content that reflects them personally. And
I, I got a question.
um, yeah.
Um, fuck, I done lost my train of thought. But it's like, thing is for have you know you've noticed it. I've noticed it. You noticed. I mean, over time, but I know you noticed that I've been getting more before I left a certain live stream. I've been getting more and more frustrated. Right?
Hmm.
It's just I'm just tiring. Oh yeah, I found my train of thought. I got a question. Are you in a position of power? This is why I don't touch on conspiracy theories. Why I don't why you can why I don't touch conspiracy theories. Are you in a position of power to fix it? If yes, do what you can.
Well,
If no,
I
then
think
obviously
as long as you insulate yourself with people that are going to say what you're saying is positive and is good,
right.
then you can pretty much spew whatever. I guess you could say like potentially like hazardous sub or hazardous like material or content or things for your shows to support yourself, and you can just assume that it's not going to
Are you
cause
going
any harm.
right?
And
Are
the
you going
problem is it's not enemies, or it's not, I guess it's not like innocent people you're harming. So it's like it's more or less of just the fact that you don't know who it's going to be. If it's going to be your neighbor, if it's going to be someone who supports you, who is, you know,
what
then
I'm
is
saying
becomes
is
becomes somebody who's persecuted. So it just, I don't know, it takes just a little bit more effort. I don't think you can just say whatever you're gonna say, and
But the,
just because
I'm sorry about that. That what the hell? Yeah, but okay. I'm gonna mute him for a bit. Let him on a cell phone. Let's call phone call. But um, what I'm saying is, if your message is not positive, or if you don't offer a solution to the problem, or any answers, or any viable other avenues of approach to the problem, or to the conspiracy, or at least options out there other than what everybody else is mirroring and echoing off of, then you're just as useless as the news. If you don't offer, like I said, like from my, I don't know if you see my anchor. I've made at least a solution to the Green New Deal that is not invasive, but that's just one solution, one series of solutions that is not as invasive. I like to try to incorporate solutions to problems because that's the only way people. That's the only way human beings, humankind is gonna. It's the only way we're gonna get anywhere, man or human. It doesn't matter. It's the only way we're gonna
yeah,
get
I
over. We
mean,
come
it
up with
would take because
solutions.
I was saying to a person in the comment section, I was like, it doesn't take somebody who's insanely intelligent to understand, you know, self improvement.
I
Like
mean, shit.
like in order to link something about like a conspiracy theory or about politics to like self improvement, you have to have the education and the knowledge of history to actually
Oh,
understand like why it's important. Otherwise, you're basically like a school system or like what Win was saying, a news station that's just reporting on things to make you be afraid of actually of life or being afraid of something in life. And it's just like it's just in terms of as from a programming perspective, I can see how people are getting lumped into these groups, and like I said, GQ magazine says that MGTOW is the new Taliban. So I don't know what to say.
I mean,
In regard to that, I did everything that I can. I don't I hardly talk about you know these
the thing
extreme
is,
things in order to be like categorized this way. So I really don't know what to say
I
because
like the thing is they've
yeah.
never talked to anybody who's a MGTOW. They've never talked to anybody, and if they were, they'd do the same thing CNN would do. You know,
Hmm.
they would do the same thing. That's why I mean.
Well,
That's
it's
what.
like
That's why we learned. We learned from Big John's mistake, which he was the more prominent one. We learned from Big John's mistake. Do not that the news is not our friend. The news will never be our friend. Colleges will never be our friend. And to be honest with you, we should be looking forward to get. We should not be looking forward for a relationship. We should be looking forward to the friend zone in women because really they can't even be friends with each other. We know this. The thing is, if you see a young MGTOW, a young man who's gone MGTOW, don't tell him that he's young and young and vigor and full of vigor that he should be wasting himself and his money. That right there is part of the reason why this live stream's up. It's part of the reason why this live stream is up. This is one of the many reasons why I put this live stream up here. You're telling young men to commit to basically commit either financial suicide, spiritual suicide, and suicide in general. That's what you're doing. You're contributing to the problem. Now let me break this to you. I will say give more women more rights because that's less I gotta worry. That's less I gotta worry about somebody coming after me. Let them. I mean, I will say that's the reason I say don't take the rights away because it has really done us a favor. You know, it has done us a favor. It has made it so that we don't have to work for somebody who's probably not going to be grateful in the end.
Just like when you ask people to cite references for their for MGTOW, they always go towards something else that has completely nothing to do with like something that happened to them.
Right.
It always says like something to do with politics or has something to do with um, the family courts or has
I
something to
can
do with. And the thing is, like,
I
I
can
know
cite
people who
stuff.
have gone MGTOW who have gone through the family courts or who have been
I can cite
who
something.
like were who were indoctrinated to have a certain life and did do everything right and they still got burned. And it's like
I can cite stuff.
I also know
I
people
can,
who never have been burned and stuff who've also
right.
decided to go retail because like they're young and they know that the way things are going kind of suck and the best thing to do is like prepare for a collapse. But you also can see people that have you can also see they have hope and like they have a positive outlook and they're not falling into these like destructive patterns of thinking or they're not resorting to violence or they're not resorting to talking about
Right.
being violent to people. And so it's just like, wow, it makes me want to follow them and it makes me want to listen to what they have to say. But to be honest, I do also enjoy listening to people who do have I guess have a problem with relating to their audience for whatever reason. And it's just in a way that it's like you make a meme out of them and you can kind of troll them because they do wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit. So it's like they do get kind of emotional. So you know, it's like
The
it's
reason
easy to mess. If they're easy to
if
if
you
you make it easy for people to mess with you, they're gonna mess with you.
right.
Plain and simple.
And that's why I repeatedly tell people if you're gonna beef with me, you're gonna be beefing with yourself because I'm not gonna waste my energy. I'm not gonna waste my time and energy. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna let you for a few minutes. I'm gonna let you hold on to the screen for a bit. I got to do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh well, what? Oh well, okay. Well, I mean, what else we got to talk about? Yeah, he just let
Well,
me go.
I just wanted to talk to you. Wanted to talk about well, just like some of the things, especially some of the topics, and any topic that you see is relevant to this.
That's fine. You can go back. That's fine. You can go. You can go. Yeah, I mean, it's about finding the right information for you. It could be about health or wellness or it could be about history and stuff. But then we have to realize that how all this stuff is written, how all the information is written to make you fearful, make you scared, make you collapse your perception down to you, and then not only that, it goes further. They got to make you unstable so that even if you were your own mental point of origin, you could hardly be of use to anybody, let alone yourself. And they just try all these tactics and stuff, and you see people fall for it on a regular freaking basis, and it's sad. Like nothing should ever make you feel like you have a bad hand in life. It should always be something that you can, I guess, use as positive affirmation and things like that in your life. You should never feel like you have to stop for anyone. Um,
Right.
yeah, just make your points, and then
Make
you know
yourself,
you shouldn't have to
just,
wait. Like
your
I like
decisions,
what
just
Tico says
let,
because
let
he
the
says
positivity rule your life. Just
I like I like what Tico
don't let
says
this
because he
negative
says
stuff rule you. You know,
mhm, right.
don't let the negativity run your life. You know, because the second you let the negativity run your life, thing will the second your life will be negativity. And try to look try to look at it on a different way.
Hey,
If
you're roboting right
you
now.
and basically you don't have to pay a dime, you should be writing thank you letters. You should be writing thank you letters. You should be holding on and asking for the person to come back. You should be writing thank you letters, you know, to people. Because without those people that basically told you to go piss off, you would be and especially if you're in a better position that you were beforehand,
Right.
you should be writing thank you letters.
Yeah, I mean, I
Hey, I'm gonna
noticed
cut
it.
this
Like,
stream off. You got anything else
okay,
to say, Yam?
no,
Yam.
yeah, I'm here. I'm still
Yam.
here.
Hey, you got anything else to say?
No,
Alrighty. But
this is
if
Barry M. Subscribe, comment, share, and go watch my videos and go uh, watch Wynn's most recent video, and maybe you'll learn something. That's all I got.
yeah, this is Mick Chow on the Wind, also known as Winder Windy. I don't and yeah, don't let the negativity get rule your life. Because the second you do that, the second you just become a weaker individual. This is Mick Town Wind, also known as Winder Windy, signing off.